as we welcome in the culture writer at The Athletic, our man, Jason Jones. Jay, what's good?
Nothing. Is this safe? I mean, I've been looking at the little social media stuff and people getting name calling and is it safe? I
We got
mean,
you.
Welcome back from vacation,
Yeah,
James.
we
I
got you.
mean, I'm just like, I'm glad I ain't a part of this. I mean, depending on how long the series goes, I'm gonna be at a couple of games. I'm like, maybe the Kings need to sweep so for the peace. So we can get peace back in the streets. Y'all getting riled up out there.
We ain't do nothing.
We just
We ain't
talking.
done nothing over
We
here.
just talking basketball. Like it's that some people don't know how to handle losing. It's gotten to them a little bit.
But I said for years, the day the Kings were good, I said you wouldn't be able to tell nobody in Sacramento nothing.
That's facts.
It was gonna be wild and reckless and crazy, and it's even more than I thought it was gonna be.
We said this 2 weeks into the season. Don't let this team be good. Y'all ain't ready for it. And them boys in San Francisco ain't ready for it. They're fighting with each other. They're screaming at each other.
And this is the killer, Jay. We ain't said nothing about the Warriors, man.
Ain't nothing.
We ain't said nothing about the Warriors. We respect them as the defending champions that they are. Yep. I mean, I might have talked about Draymond at this point.
A little bit.
I mean, well, look, he is an unhinged, playing like a scrub type guy.
That's why Mama Green look at you sideways.
She did look at me great. Jason, I walked past Mama Green yesterday. I think she knew who I was. I think she is
Draymond is my
fault. It's not my fault. Her son is unhinged. That's not my fault.
Draymond is my buddy. We played dominoes together. He is my buddy.
Let's talk about it. Well, I feel like you might have a different interpretation of what happened last night.
How in terms of what happened, or
with Draymond and Domas?
I thought Domas grabbed his ankle and Draymond got him off, and I think the way the referees handled it was right. I think Domas deserved what he got. He got the flake, whatever, and they tossed Draymond. I think that should be the end of it. I don't think this is like a carry-on suspension type situation. And I will say this. Everyone outside of Sacramento tends to agree with me that I've seen.
Well, then you're all wrong.
You're all wrong. I thought in the moment.
I think when you put things in slow motion, it looked like a Seth Rollins stomp. But I mean, he got a flagrant 2 and ejected. They lost, I just don't know what else. I don't. To me, that's not a suspension.
You don't think that was a Seth Rollins curb stomp?
No. I mean, if it would have been a situation if he ran over and did that, yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, he got to go for another game.
Hit him with the Finn Balor, just ran and just jumped on him.
Yeah, but like even as Domas said after the game, it's playoff basketball. It happened. It's over. I mean, it's over.
I ain't never seen that in the playoffs. Like this is why I keep saying what I'm saying. I ain't never seen nobody do that. And it's just like people's legs get grabbed all the time. One thing people aren't talking about is Gary Payton II grabbed Domas's leg at the end of game 1, trying to prevent when they threw the pass to Monk with 2 seconds left and he got fouled. Payton was on the floor grabbing at Sabonis's ankle. And
if Sabonis did that to Gary Payton, I'd have no problem with it.
Regular people don't do that. Like that's the whole thing. I've seen numerous people get their leg grabbed. Normal people, non-unhinged people don't do that.
I think there's a lot of things at work. I think it's Draymond, number one. That's the big thing. It's Draymond. And Draymond gets.
I'll stop you real quick. People use that as like people be picking on him. No, it's a well-deserved reputation.
No, I'm not saying that anyone's picking on him. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that Draymond gets zero benefit of the doubt. No one's going to look at that and say, well, okay, maybe it's a one-off. I mean, I get all that. Like I said, just from what I saw, my first thought was, did he grab his ankle? And then when you see it go back and you see I'm like, okay, I see what happened. I'm like, oh, they're going to toss him for that. I said, they're going to toss him and Domas is going to get a tech or a flagrant 1. And that's what they called. So to me, it's over. I don't think it's a suspension. I mean, he kicked Steven Adams way worse than that and didn't get suspended. I mean,
I watched it today. He went full on Pat McAfee.
Hey, did you see?
Yeah, I'm just like, I look at the entire thing and I'm like, if they didn't suspend him for punting Steven Adams in the manhood, They're not going to suspend him for that.
Did you see in that video, Damon, when Draymond against the Celtics when he went to set a screen and he flipped?
Yep.
Come on, man. Who is this guy?
I mean, I'm not. I mean, if people want him suspended, I get it. I don't think that's a suspension, but that's just me. And I guess the NBA agrees with me. So, of course, that means the NBA hates the Sacramento Kings and let the conspiracy continue to go. Hey, I thought we were going to talk about, the Kings playing a little defense, and.
Well, we will, and I do want. That's your man. That's your dominant. That's your spades partner.
In the moment,
yeah, that's my guy. Yeah. Like I said, I get it. But I was like Shaq. Hey, if you grab my ankle, I ought to do the same thing. And to me, it's over. To me, it's over. I don't see it's over. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they'll tussle in the first quarter in Game 3. They'll get double techs or something. And then we'll move on with life. This is, I've seen way more egregious things in the playoffs. I watched Andrew Bynum try to, cut JJ Barea in half midair. I mean, we've seen way worse than that. That was, I do believe because it was Draymond, it looks 10 times. I just don't think that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
I really don't.
So let's try this. You're a big wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
Just covered WrestleMania.
Yeah.
10 days of it.
Mm-hmm.
What about the behavior afterwards? You think, well, clearly they don't have that big of an issue with it, but you good with that?
What do you do? Just going back and forth with the fans?
You look like a clown.
I mean, that's not a crime if he wants to do that. Is that I'd rather have him doing that than have a Russell Westbrook confronting fans in the lounge. I mean, yeah, he's going back and forth with the fans. I mean, you got a Kings fan on national TV giving him the double bird.
Well, he instigated that.
Right.
Like he started that.
Do we know that though? Do we know that he was the? I mean, I'm like I said, I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure that he didn't walk to the bench and everyone just went like this at him. I mean,
he walked to the bench, stood up on the chairs, and started doing this whole.
Oh,
he just stood in on the top rope.
I think Draymond's over the top.
He did everything but point at the WrestleMania sign last night. That's the only thing he didn't do.
Hey, if acting like that is a suspension or a fine, give it to him. I was entertained.
He got the fine.
I was entertained. I mean, I was entertained by that. I'm like, oh, I even tweeted, he's going full heel now. But we've seen Draymond do this before. So I guess to me, I'm kind of just jaded. I'm like, we've seen him act like this with, in a game. Ain't the first time, they're going back and forth, whatever, assuming there's a Game 5, I'm pretty sure the reception for Draymond will be lovely in Sacramento. And if there's a Game 5, I'll be there. I can't wait to be there for that if that happens, but it's emotional. It's the playoff. I think they're going to give guys a little more leeway with stuff like that in the postseason. And hey, I've seen players go back and forth and stuff like that before. Like I said, to me, I got a much bigger problem with Russell Westbrook running up on people because.
Uh-oh.
See, that's what you get. I think he was about to say something bad about Russell Westbrook. That's why the internet froze on you right there. And that's an official Jason Jones freeze. That was a 5-second freeze for the benefit of those with flash photography.
And I'm pretty sure my mentors are going to be calling me a hater. And see, we know you hate the Kings. And okay, I just don't think
Let me ask you this, Jason. What you think his teammates think of all this?
I think they're probably that's him being him. I mean, I'm pretty sure they don't like the fact that he missed the last half of the fourth quarter in a one possession game. Yeah, I know they don't like that, but it's one of those things where you say, you know what, we got him on the team for all the good things he can do for us. We know we're gonna have nights like this, and and you don't want to lose him, in the fourth quarter of a playoff game. I mean, he's their defense is. I mean, they've been a terrible defensive team on the road most of the year. he's the glue to when their defense is good. You can't, you lose. You got to. I mean, you're playing what, Moses Moody in the fourth quarter.
He's
Yeah.
not. He's not their glue. He's not their glue. Steph Curry is their glue.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't sit here and act like Draymond ain't good because you don't like him.
I'm not saying that, but what's the excuse when he's the glue and they give up 134 in Memphis? Is he the glue then? When they give up 134,
Curry is not their glue defensively. I said defensively.
They were the worst defensive team on the road in the league.
I said when they're good. I qualified it. I qualified it. When they play well defensively, he's at the center of all that.
Steph Curry being on the court is the center of that.
Okay, I mean, I get it. You don't like Draymond. I get that.
No, I'm just saying, why do we ignore that? When he's on the floor and Steph isn't there and they're the worst defensive team in basketball, why is it he's the glue to the defense? So he's not the glue when they stink?
No, I said when he's playing. Okay. I'm just saying. I qualified it by saying they've been terrible on defense this year, especially on the road. I qualified by saying that. I said, but when they played well, he is the key to that defensively. That's all I said. And I said not having him in a one-possession game in the fourth quarter of a playoff game matter. I wasn't here to give. I don't have a Draymond jersey under here, I promise.
You got that Bucks jersey though. And then you say you got that Bucks jersey.
Oh yeah, I got that Cream City from Milwaukee for sure. Yeah.
You got a Cream City jersey?
Oh yeah, I got the cream. I got that Giannis. I got that Giannis Cream City for sure.
Giannis.
I got that Giannis. I mean, I got a collection of them. I mean, I got an Irish and Grizzlies jersey. Who else is walking around with a Lamar Odom Mavs jersey but me? I love the random jerseys. I love the random jerseys.
Well, Giannis isn't exactly random. Maybe the Cream City selection.
Cream City jersey. The Lamar Odom's Mavs jersey. That's wild right there. That's
the city right there. And I had the benefit of the Kings always going to these cities after the guy got cut. So I got that Iverson from the Grizzlies on the low.
Yeah,
like $20. It was like we gotta get rid of these. I mean, I think we were in Dallas like the day that Lamar got cut by the Mavs.
Damn.
Did you get one of them? Did you get one of them alternate Charlotte joints?
No, I will not, and I will not.
Okay, I was just asking.
Well, if I could get a custom jersey number, maybe.
Okay, calm down. All right. It's a sophomore.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to have a good time during the postseason and not get beat up by the Kings media that's going out there and beating up everybody on social media. I'm just like, man,
like dealing with a sophomore class.
Y'all out. I mean, come on, y'all out there. I'm gonna kick. I'm like, man, y'all.
Don't let me said nothing of that sort. The only dude I saw kick is that Nika Shoe dude who works for BetQL, but that's it. Hey, talk to that dude on social media. They just told Trista, like, tell your co-host I'm going to beat his ass. Like, it's on site. I'm going to beat your ass. You talk awfully slick 3,000 miles away.
And I know a lot of these people, so I just kind of sit back and go, this is interesting. I mean, I thought the whole Amin thing was crazy. I'm like, this is wow.
Yeah, your boy Amin is whack.
Amin is that.
Boy Amin is whack.
That's one guy we not cool.
I mean, I saw Nate Duncan get jumped on by the Twitter.
That wasn't by us.
No, I like Nate and believe he does good work. He was talking stupid.
What did he say?
He was talking about the crowd on Saturday. I was expecting more spontaneous chants and a lot of reaction.
Oh, Nate Duncan. I'm thinking of Nate Jones.
Bro, you can't be serious.
Nate Duncan, what are you talking about?
No, Nate Jones is good.
Yeah,
Nate Jones.
Like I said, it's just interesting. I swear the Sacramento media finds anyone who says anything bad about the Kings now.
Damn right we do.
And tries to flame them, even if the comment is based in some truth. It's like, well, why did you say that? It's like, well, dang, a man can't have an opinion.
No, yeah, you can have one, but if it's a dumb one, we're going to tell you about it. You're entitled to your stupid ass opinion.
You put your opinion out there. You're putting it out there for critique.
That's right. You put it out there.
You don't have to tweet it.
Yeah. You letting us inside your brain, we're gonna tell you about yourself.
That's why, and I'm starting to believe some of these guys are trolling. Like, there's no way my dude from Fox really said the Kings have gotten the benefit of the whistle for forever or something. I think these guys are just trolling y'all now for the hell of it. I can't believe these guys. They're probably like, "Oh, we know what to do. Let me just boom." I'm entertained. All I know.
Howard is a troll.
I'm entertained by and I get to watch I get to watch a game tomorrow for Memphis, and enjoy that. And no one cares about me until possibly round 2, and then I become,
then we'll see you when the series is over, because we ain't
and
doing
be
this.
like, no, and then I'm a bad person.
Yeah, we ain't
and then
doing
all of
this.
a sudden I can't be friends with Vlade anymore because now Vlade got to make a choice. I got to act like I don't know Doug because Doug played for both teams. Can me and Mitch Richmond still be friends?
You and Mitch can be friends.
Yeah, I wish Mitch.
I mean, I want a picture with Mitch, Vlade, and Doug in Laker gear.
Well, why?
Yeah, you ain't getting that.
For the hell
I don't even think Doug's allowed to wear his Laker gear. I think that's forbidden.
Hey, man.
Doug the original 8?
Kern liked Doug.
I think so.
I think Doug was the original 8, wasn't he?
He might have been.
Well, he wore 8. I don't know if we call him the original, but he wore 8.
Well, I mean, he wore it before Kobe did. So I think once Kobe hit I think they took Doug's gear back.
Damn.
They're like, you don't get to have this, just in case.
They came down to LA in 2001. They were like, Doug, we've erased your name from the media.
It's like a deleted scene from Basketball Wives. They just came and got that jersey.
I met Jackie for the first time last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, Jackie, she is very nice.
Yeah, and know what's funny? A lot of people don't believe me when I tell them I genuinely love a lot of people with the Kings. I have a lot of friends over there. I don't root against the Kings, but for some reason, because I was born in Los Angeles, I have this scarlet letter, this scarlet L.
Oh, we love you, Jason.
I'm a hater because I was born in LA.
Well, I think Kings got business to take care of. They've got to.
It's only 2-0.
It's only 2-0.
Yeah, but please remind everyone. I mean, the Warriors. I mean, God, I've never seen a team like them be so bad on the road. I mean, really, they should have been up 15 in the first quarter if they would stop. If they don't go out there and start throwing the ball all over the place.
But that's what. And go ahead, you tell them.
I'm just saying that's who they are.
That's what they do.
I know that. Yeah, but that's who they are.
And you talk about being down with the Warriors throwing the ball the way they were. Kings were 0 for 10 in that stretch. They were 1 of 13 at the end of the first quarter. They hit threes at their clip. Kings should have been up by 15.
Yeah, you get the Kings to miss their first 10 threes, and you're up 3.
Man, it feels like that happens a lot too.
You're in trouble.
Only one time in their life if they come out hitting all.
Yeah, and they did. I don't even know if they had a lead in that game.
And I won't say I feel bad for Steph, but I mean, Steph gonna do like an old school Kobe with D'Antoni. When he sit down, be like, "No, Steve, I'm going back in."
Yep.
I sat down and they scored 7 points in 8 seconds. Put me back in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you like looking at the plus minuses, like plus Steph. Everyone else, bad.
Do you buy what you've seen these two games in the playoffs? Do you buy what you've seen from Sacramento?
I buy the energy. I mean, I love the effort defensively last night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what I've been asking for all year.
Yeah.
Because can you do that? Can you not wait till the last 5 minutes of the game to do that? I mean, that energy kept them in the game in the first quarter when they weren't making shots. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of folks assumed that the Kings would probably lose game 1. I didn't. I figured, I was surprised how sloppy the Warriors were so careless game 2, but the Kings also made them be careless. I mean, they're throwing some passes and De'Aaron is deflecting the ball. The Kings came to play. And the Warriors look like a team that kind of figured, you know what? We're the Warriors. They're going to go away. Oh, my God, we're down 8. And like I said, the Warriors have had a bad bench all year. But, I mean, my God, most of their bench is unplayable.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, why? I mean, Moses Moody is getting minutes in the fourth. I mean, I think if you'd have told Steve Kerr 3 months ago that was going to be the case, he'd have been like, "Oh, what went wrong?" So, I mean, I buy the Warriors being a terrible team on the road, and they should, I also buy the way the Kings played. So, I think Game 3 is going to be interesting. I mean, I think everyone's going to expect this big punch from the Warriors to come out Game 3. Barrage of threes, 40-point first. I mean, everyone's going to expect that. So I want to see how the Kings, manage that. As Phil used to always say back in the day, you take their first punch, weather the storm, and then you go to work. If the Kings can do that and get one of these, in San Francisco, I don't see how this thing gets beyond 5 games. Just because I just think the Warriors right now just don't. I mean, they don't look good right now. And if the Kings get one of these, I think it's over in 5.
I think they will get one of them. You said before the series even started, I want to say maybe even before the playoffs started, you were one of the few national media guys, because Jason is national. He said it's a good matchup for the Kings.
Yeah.
He said the Warriors, I'd much, if I was a Kings fan, this is what Jason said, and you could tell him, if I was a Kings fan, I'd much rather play the Warriors than the Lakers or the Timberwolves or something like that.
Yeah, I said all along. I mean, I know everyone was like, "Oh, they're going to rest their guys against the Warriors." Like, they should want to play the Warriors. I was like, the Warriors are small. I mean, they're beating the Warriors up front. And how often do you don't say it a lot, but I mean, they between Keegan and Harrison and Sabonis, they got a great advantage in the front court. Just in terms of size and a bit, I mean, they're getting into the paint. The Warriors aren't big enough to affect their shots in the paint. I mean, if De'Aaron gets into the paint, he's going to get a good look. They don't have a shot blocker back there. I mean, and then even I love Mike Brown going to Alex Len in this series because they can't do anything with Alex. Alex has to be out there and be a 7-footer. They can't do a thing with that. So I think I said, like I said, I was saying all along that if you had to pick, if you're the Kings, you'd want to see the Warriors because the Warriors are going to try to play like them, but they can't right now. They can't keep up. And I was talking to someone from from the organization from the Kings side who said, because I was saying they got to play Steph more. He said the problem with that is that they may want to play Steph more, but if the Kings keep the pace up, Steph isn't going to have any gas in the fourth quarter. It's almost like I think Steve, if he wants to give them a chance, he's almost got to manage timeouts around getting Steph a break because they can't survive if Steph isn't playing 45 minutes, I don't think.
Yeah, that feels like a dangerous way to live, though. Right. I don't disagree with you.
It is a dangerous way to live. I mean, it's not sustainable, but I think to get a game, which is why I thought I would have, if I was the Warriors, I probably would have gone to that last night because you're going to have a couple of days off to get a game. TV timeouts tend to be longer. You got to, it's smoke and mirrors. It really is. Yeah. You're just hoping that you can get a big enough lead to where when you do sit Steph, that 10-point lead goes to 4. You can get him back in. That's what you're hoping for. But I mean, their bench has been bad all year. I mean, I watch a lot of Warriors games living in the Bay. Their bench has been a problem all year. And all their problems are being highlighted right. And the Kings are exploiting everything right now.
Steph played 41 minutes last night.
Like I said, he might have to do an old school Kobe with D'Antoni. Put me back in. Like, no. I mean, it happened so quick. He sits down, and it goes from sugar to what.
Yeah.
In a hurry.
And then you got a guy, that may emerge, and nobody's a Steph stopper. Nobody's stopping him, but you got a guy like Davion Mitchell who can at least make him work. And you got to deal with that guy for 25 of your 40 minutes or 45 minutes out there. That'll wear you down too.
And that's all you're trying to do.
As a physical defender.
That's all you got to do. I mean, Steph is going to hit about 5 to 7 shots a game where you can't do a thing about it. If he's going to pull up from 33 and hit, you take your chances. But yeah, they're making him work with all, and he's not getting a whole lot of help. I mean, to me, I think from the Warriors' perspective, Jordan Poole has got to be a much better player for them to have a chance. If they're, but Jordan has been like this this has kind of been consistent with them this season. When Steph is out, Jordan's a different player. So, I mean, this is kind of like, you always say that a lot of people don't watch other teams.
When you say out, you mean long-term. Like when he's
out long-term. Yeah. When Jordan's a starter, he's a different guy.
Yeah.
But, we've seen this over the last year or two where when Steph is playing, Jordan can go up. He goes up and down. And then, Kuminga could be hit or miss. I mean, I saw y'all arguing going with my boy Bonte about Kuminga and, like I said, Moody, these are guys who it's hard for me to be mad at them for being who they are. It's just that the way the Warriors are constructed, Steph has got to be Superman. It's given me a lot of, like, say, Lakers 2012, 11-12 vibes when it was near the end of the road. And you can kind of see it. And you've got a star doing everything he can to hold on to that. But you can see oh yeah, the end is near.
Mhm.
And the way they look, you can kind of see, you know what, they've had a nice 8-year run, but this whole idea is Steph going to get 5, 6, 7 rings. Steph is what, 35 now?
Yeah.
Steph needs a little more help than that. You can't, this is not, 20, this is not 2015. You got to give Steph some more help. And I don't know if, if Clay's that guy that he was before the injuries, obviously there's no Andre Iguodala out there to be a glue guy. They're just missing different things right now. And even from last season, this team is not, they would, if they had a B elites on this team, that would make a bigger difference for them. They don't have those guys this year. They got younger guys, obviously the Wiseman thing didn't work out. So here's where they are. And like I said, if they don't get both of these in San Francisco, like I said, if they lose one of them, I think the Warriors lose this in 5. And it's back to the drawing board in the offseason.
Jay, we appreciate you as always. Thank you, my brother. We'll keep you safe.
No problem. Like I said, hey, the Wave might be looking for round 2. I may be banned from this station for about 2 weeks.
Facts. No, that's facts. That's facts.
And I'm willing to live with that.
Okay. All right. As long as we're all in agreement. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
All right. Take it easy, y'all.
Yeah. No.